Here we are, everybody. I don't know how well you can hear me. Again, this tablet sucks. Tommy, right there, he wasn't able to pee. Um, I think this was Thursday morning. Crab apple here. He was at the end of the shack over there, laying on the ground. I came home from work and he was in the same spot. I went in, check on him, feed him and whatnot, and he got up, attempted to pee and wasn't able to, and one of his brothers clobbered him against the shack. He laid back down in the spot. And he was vocal for most of the rest of the night, off and on. And then the next day, Friday morning, same thing. Uh, so after exhausting all of my options, long story short, the vet that usually refused to see me in the past decided to take him in and take care of him. Put me in an emergency. I left for lunch a half hour early. I got there. Secretary didn't believe me. She's like, I don't think so. We don't have any evidence. And she was arguing with me on the phone. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with you. Anyway, earlier in the day. Anyway, they worked on him. Somebody there wasn't really listening to me because they had his name. It's Tony. It's Tommy. I explained to one person several times. Tony? Tommy. No, it's Tommy. Tony. No, it's Tommy. Okay. And I get the receipt back at the end of the procedure and it says, I don't notice this. I noticed later on at the house. It says Tony on it. It even said Tony on his medicine bottle. So I had to correct them on Facebook Messenger and they agreed to fix it. But anyway, that's not the main issue. Tommy. I've heard this from another out-of-town vet that I called that wasn't really available to help because she was working on somebody's animal somewhere in the valley. That wethers, they have narrow urethras and they often get blocked up. But anyway, here comes my son to yell at me. Anyway, what was I talking about? I can't think when he does this. I'll get back to you. What? Because I don't have anything to give them other than grass from the yard and it rained. And it's Sunday, it's my day off. I'll come in and make food when I'm done with these guys. Hurry and put it back. I just got him out. No, you're not going to have her make spaghetti. I'm going to make it when we're done. He treats me like absolute garbage. Don't judge him. He's autistic, okay? He doesn't have a filter. He doesn't understand. Well, I discovered my mom was diagnosed with autism at 69. Kind of looking back, I understand because I've known my mom my whole life. I haven't seen her in 20 years, but anyway, she's missing the middle portion of her brain. I think he is too. But anyway, getting back to Tommy. Kid's 18 years old. He should be able to at least make a sandwich. He can't. He can sort of use a microwave and tell him what buttons to push. Anyway, getting back to Tommy. Bladder stones, really bad. Really bad. Okay. They had to cut open the end of his junk because he said, like, put the catheter up there because, the avenues to get to the stomach, the goat's bladder or whatever, the bladder is you have to go through all those intestines and whatnot. Anyway, let's have a minute to think about that. Anyway, I mentioned something about the stomach being different. It's complicated, and I was only half listening. Anyway, stones. were blocking up. He had them in the end of his junk, and there's this extra danglage, that he had to cut to try to widen the avenue, the tunnel, whatever, for the stones to come out. So anyway, he's had one pill a day for 3 days now. When he was like this, he was in here Friday night, and his pupils were like the size of quarters. He was spaced out, whatever medicine they gave him, and that might be a day off on this Friday. Why would I give him a pill on Friday if he already had one? Saturday, Sunday. Did I give him one today? I might be a day behind on this. Thursday. Anyway, I'm confusing myself. The point is, he had a pill a day for 3 days. They had two, sent me home with two, and he was spaced out, was gourd. But then that night, the next night, whatever, the next day, he was out here. He couldn't pee again. I had to kind of squeeze him to help him get it out, and it wasn't working. They got it to a point where he's drips, But here we are today. And he is doing better. I mean, he was up and about last night eating grass, or today, but I was still concerned. There's Kitty. 4th generation cat right there. And here we are. They know where the pellet can is, unfortunately. You guys can't have those for a while, especially Tommy. No, stay out of the pellets. Stay out of the pellets. We're not going to have pellets, okay? Only the girls can have that. Don't go in the chicken coop. I got rice in here. Did you guys eat the rice? You guys are dicks. I don't think Tommy did, but I bet you Domino did. I mean, Jack. Stop eating the rice. Get out. Get out. Damn it, I got clean socks on. I stepped in that mud pit and there's a hole in the side of my shoe and now I got mud in it. So much for having clean socks, at least on that foot. Dang it. Yeah, look at that. I have new sneakers. My wife ordered me some. Can't find them. Buried somewhere in the house. These things are rotting apart. Dang it. Come on, Domino, got a chicken pen. Let's go. There's Chico. He's my 13-year-old rooster. 13. 13-year-old rooster. Socks are continuing to get muddy, I guess. I'll probably have to repeatedly chase them out of there. But as a precaution, I don't want to give them pellets. Not the dudes. Now, Frisco died on me a couple years ago. In the winter. I think it was January. I can't help but wonder. But I wasn't giving them non-GMO pellets. I was giving them sweet mix. But mostly, at the time, I'd stopped giving them grains. I was giving them hay. Summer I was usually trimming tree branches or I couldn't let them have grass. But Frisco was 17 years old. He could have had a heart attack. Because it was sudden, he went in that purple doghouse and he didn't come out. I checked on him lunchtime from work. He was dead. Here we go again. No! 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 It's like having disobedient toddlers with horns. Dom! Out! Sorry, Jack. What was the other one? They have similar color patterns. Domino has more white on him. Jack has more brown on his face. So, let's do this. I'm putting my Cash App up. I don't have a debit card. Okay, it was hacked. And they were supposed to send me one. It's been a week. 3 to 5 business days. So dinner was at 7 to 10. If it's 7 to 10, it won't come till next week. But they should have mailed it out on Monday. No, no, no. I can't let you have those. Tommy got sick and almost died. Okay? If you were a buck, I'd consider letting you have it. I know you've been eating that stuff for 3 years, but still. He was probably hogging it from the two little girl goats. That's probably why he got the stones. We're not going to do pellets for a while, guys. Okay? We're going to take a break from the pellets. Maybe I'll give you one a week, 1 can a week, okay? Here comes my son to yell at me again. Why did you throw up in the sink? Eat something. There's a whole bushel of bananas. They're rotting out. Have a banana. When's before? You know, I had that sandwich earlier and some cupcakes. 2 bagels. So you're not starving to death. These guys haven't been out of their pen since, well, they haven't been out of their pen since last week. They had one tree branch last night and they had a little grass in the morning. Except for him. He's been out. Not that late. Okay, I gotta mute this. I don't think you guys should hear this. I mean, you already heard half the crap I've. Well, there's nobody watching anyway. Nobody hear it now. I hear it later. We usually have supper later in the day. Really? News to me. I don't want any negativity on this. I'm gonna mute. Just enjoy the goats. Whoops. He's gonna keep doing this, so I'm just gonna mute it. Go have a banana. They're going to waste. Have some of your harbor medicine. Okay, well stop bothering me then. I can't have the sound on because of you. You have to wait several hours. You ate today. These guys didn't. Except for Tommy. I don't think it's fair that on my day off I can't let my goats out. Well, 99% of the time I don't get to let them out. Somehow the microphone got unmuted, so I don't know how much you guys heard of that. I didn't unmute it, so I don't know how that happened. Anyway, he was complaining about throwing up and saying he doesn't get to eat. He had 2 bagels this morning. These guys had nothing except for Tommy. Tommy was out of the pen. He's had an all-day buffet. Except when he was laying down. Don't eat my shirt, Tommy. Don't eat my shirt. Well, that box that they're tearing into has some of my wife's old shoes that I rescued from the storage unit that we got kicked out of. So they're eating the box around it. Not happy about that. Exposing the shoes to the elements. I got plastic over it. You get out of there. You please get out of there. Come on, guys. Go back and eat some grass. Don't you go in that chicken coop, Tommy. Don't touch that rice. You get sick again. I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm recording stuff here that the chicken scatters my recycling all about. I don't want you to see that. I got to get it out of here, but it's going to take some time, and I need help, and I don't have help. As you can see, my son is hugely unreliable. Can we get away from this box now, guys? I'm out to payday. Oh, I had payday. I don't have a debit card. Damn it. When I get access to my money, whenever hell that is, I'll maybe go to a thrift store and see if they have a big tote and put these shoes in before they're complete garbage. Over there, I have a plastic tote of my son's old baby clothes that we pulled from the storage unit before it got taken. Now, I could give those away or sell them, but they've been sitting in the yard there for a couple of years. I don't think there's any. I don't think any rainwater got in there. That's a shame. We had stuff preserved in storage units that we were hoarding. We could have just given away or sold, but we didn't hardly go over there. I was behind on the bill, and I missed the phone call and didn't call them back, and they kicked me out. The thing, they wouldn't. When I got my paycheck though, they wouldn't even accept full payment. They just wanted me out of there. I guess they don't value money. Lot managers are nice to meet with the so-called owners. Not so much. Here comes my son to yell at me again. Yes, Your Majesty. Well, she was laying down before because she was tired. Yeah, now. Oh, she has Crohn's, dude. You don't have any physical health problems. Being a jackass isn't a health problem. I will come in and I will make your food, Your Highness. You just have to wait. These guys have a right to eat too. I'm not going to give them pellets because I don't want Tommy to get sick again and have stones and not be able to pee. That's going to happen to the other two dudes too. The girls, no problem. Because they're trapped in that pen all week long. My day off is the only time they can be out. You're pulling the clothesline down. Can you quit it? Stop being overly dramatic. You're. Act like you don't really get anything. You don't get fed when you do. Yeah, see how he treats me? For knocking on his forehead. He should be perfectly capable of feeding himself. There's a bushel of bananas sitting there on the counter rotting out. We have eggs in the refrigerator. He could cook eggs. No, he doesn't know how to do that. He stopped going to school. They were teaching him how to do stuff and he quit going. Yes, Your Majesty, I'm aware of that. See the kitty sleeping over there? Yeah. Don't tell me what to do. You're not in charge. You're not the boss of me. There's strawberries in the refrigerator. I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. They have to eat. They can't just have nothing all the time. No, she's not. I'm going to do it. Okay, I got to mute again. He's being a dick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to mute that. He was out here being a dick. I don't need a lecture about making supper from my autistic son just because he quit going to school or they were trying to teach him life skills. They were teaching him how to do laundry, how to dishes, how to cook, how to take care of himself. He quit. Okay? Yes, the pandemic happened. Okay, yeah. And we were homeschooling him that first year. No, we weren't. Sorry. He had an online thing. Once or twice a week was his teacher. Usually it was just him, sometimes one other kid. And then the next year, he didn't want to go back. And we're still worried about the whole COVID situation. So we tried homeschooling him, sort of. Did a little bit of that here and there. Last school year, 2022 and 2023, which was supposed to be his senior year, he gave up. Okay? And he blamed us for giving up on him. And he wanted to know why the school didn't care about him anymore. They didn't send anybody for him because he wasn't going. Trying to tell him it's because we're supposed to be homeschooling you. Okay, we printed out paperwork for him in October. He didn't do it. We started complaining about it months later in January. He did it again. He didn't do it. I talked to him repeatedly about going back to school, finishing, maybe his senior year. He doesn't want to. About going to a special needs college and learn basic life skills because my wife and I will one day not be here to care for him. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go back to school. He learns more on Google, on the internet, than he did when he was going to school. Well, I'm not going to get very far in life that way, kid. I tell you. We can try eventually to get him on disability. They probably won't pass it. They probably won't let him. My wife tried to get on because she can't work anymore. Medical condition. It's been about 6 years. She applied for it once, got denied. The specialist sent this letter to them. Oh, able to carry on a coherent conversation, you can walk around, blah, 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 blah. She got denied. Most days, until these infusions, she was practically strapped to the toilet. Even now, she still goes to the bathroom very frequently. She has constant back problems. She has all kinds of other problems. But, got denied. So it was just me making money, taking care of these two random animals. And the only free time I get, I try to get out here, and I get my son coming out and yelling at me. Here he comes again. I'm going to have to mute again. And now the goats have migrated to the backyard and are wiping out that plum orchard. I've had to cut so many trees down because of these guys. They just peel all the bark off it and it dries out, splits up the middle, and dies. Get two of her herds of goats now, except the lady. She's the only constant. Had to wipe down trees. Well, her brother and sister in Frisco, I lost 14 plum trees because of them. These guys, this latest batch, lost a bunch more plum trees over there I have to cut down. Probably to knock some of these down. Yes, Your Majesty. Wait a minute, why am I still filming? I'm doing a goat video. I just barely let them out. Would you like to not be able to eat? Because some kid doesn't want you to? I gotta mute again. He's being a dick. I'm sorry, I gotta mute this. He just called me an idiot. I told him to have a banana. Alright, I'm back. Connection's getting choppy, I just noticed. Looking for Tommy, he's in the goat shack. I'm probably gonna, okay, I'm gonna mute again because my son's yelling at me. So, yeah, I'm gonna mute. He's quiet for a minute, so maybe the microphone on for a minute. Still being that way. I wanted to bring the clippers out and work on Lady's hooves, but I forgot to bring them out. I went in for the tablet, and I was in there for something else, and then I forgot the clippers. I talked to church people a couple weeks ago about trimming the hooves. I'm still waiting to find out about that, to hear back about it. He's over babbling. You guys can eat crab apples if you want. Oh heck, might as well eat the regular apples too. They're starting to go bad. I didn't think they were ripe enough yet. Nobody's watching, so there's Tommy. There's a little trooper, a little patient here. He had a procedure to remove stones. I'm glad it also had to be more invasive. We wouldn't be able to afford it. But, you know, I got the cash app up. I'm hoping somebody will help us out. This tree's kind of overgrown. I guess it's not such a big deal. It's not like we use the crab apples for anything. I like the smell of the blossoms in the springtime, but I tasted a crab apple here a couple years ago. Wasn't a fan. And I've heard in the past when I was a kid that if you eat too many, maybe a stomachache. Some little podunk in Pennsylvania, and people thought those apples were crab apples. That's what I was told when I was little. No, those are smaller apples. These are crab apples. Ow! Fry chopping was trying to get those off the tree. Domino. Okay, Your Majesty, I hear you. They don't pull too many of those, Tommy. Oh, sorry, Tom. I'm afraid the deer are going to be overeating these anyway. Then you get these invasive weeds here, these milk thistles, whatever they are. Love that stuff. My boar goats are still crazy over that. Help yourself, dog. Why not? Take the whole tree down, sure. Little Annie over there. Okay. That's how people eat these things. They're adorable creatures, aren't they? Can you imagine somebody trying to eat Coral Annie over there? He's dead on. I'm gonna pick that one branch pretty clean over there. What? Let me go wash the pan for me. I don't know what time I'll be in. Eventually. Oh, yeah, I can't cook in a dirty pan. I have to mute again. He's ruining my video. Oh, lady, hopefully if I'll be out tomorrow, I'll get to work on your hooves. I gotta get her feet done. If I can't do it, I gotta get somebody to do it. The church people said, you know, Bishop said his brother has this device where you flip the goat upside down and put him in there and anyway, there goes my son tromping back in the house to bitch at his mom because I'm not in there cooking for him right now. The kid is 18 years old. Okay. Unfortunately, he can't. I mean, he's autistic. I mean, there's stuff that he can do, yes, and there's stuff that he can't do, and then there's stuff that he just won't do. He's very set in his ways. He's mostly not willing to listen to reason. I don't know if he has the capability of that. Crab apple, little lady. Fact, have another. Currently, my oldest goat. She's 10, almost 10 and a half. Not quite. About 10 and a quarter. Frisco was my oldest. He was 17 when he died 2 years ago. I got him when he was about 8 or 9, give or take. I don't have more in my hand, lady. They have a right to eat. You know, I don't want to give them pellets because of what happened to Tommy. I don't want to give them pellets. What happened to Tommy could also happen to Jack and Domino. Not Lady though, and the girls. They don't have to worry about that. So we're gonna lay off the pellets. If I do give them to them, maybe it'll only be once a week. I don't know. Thinking about picking some of these apples, because some of them are going bad. Just had water to rinse it in here. This is nice. This is the most apples we had in a while. Didn't get them last year. We had like 3 apples on the tree. The year before we had nothing. I think. In the past we've had lots and lots of apples. Problem is parts of the tree keep dying off. Right there, that's gone. This is dead. There's a few dead branches here and over there, but the other side of this looks terrible. Mostly because right there, the bugs have been getting this tree. Eventually it's going to be gone. Saplings pop up, the goats take care of saplings. I don't want to lose the tree. It's like a seasonal lifetime supply of free food. Right here. Look how good this apple looks. I want to eat it. Unfortunately, something else wants to eat them as well. That has a bug in it. It's going to be sad one day when this tree is gone. It has a lot of dead on it here and there. Should spray back here. Bugs just let the chickens out more often, maybe keep it trimmed back here with the goats eat more often. Maybe there won't be so many bugs back here, but the earwigs have been getting into there and some other kinds of bugs. I'm going to copy the StreamYard link and post it on something. Boop. Yeah, I've copied it. I'll put the link up here too first. If you want to join me, maybe you have some farm animals of your own. Bear with me, I'm going to share this on Facebook. Alright, I shared it in a local farm group that I made that only has 15 members at the moment. Well, anybody else will show up. I would share it on my regular Facebook, but that tree they're eating right there, that's just one of those invasive species of trees. It's those. Yeah, they're all over the place. They sprout up irrigation ditches, around telephone poles and stop signs, along the base of foundation of buildings and houses, and in your garden and your flower bed. I'm not sure what kind of tree that is. We got them all over here. Actually, looking at these trees here, yeah, that's what that one is. These here, I think those are plum trees. I think those are plum or apple. I don't know how we get apple trees over here. I think that's plum. You see, the leaves look different than those. There used to be an apple tree growing over there, but my boar goats I had at the time knocked it down, peeled this. They broke it. It was about 8 feet tall. They broke it, knocked it down. And then they peeled the stump, and then it didn't come back, and that was it. And look at these. I think these are all. No, those aren't plum trees. Are those like those? No, that's different. That's different than these. These are plum trees. I don't know how they got this far back. That's not there. That's a weed. That tree. And this was my pine tree, unfortunately. Unfortunately, is now dead. It's done. The deer and my two little girl goats put out its misery. It was growing pretty good. I've had it for 3 years. They killed it. Everything was growing back up here. We had needles up here. I don't know if the deer came back and ate it, or if the lack of irrigation water did it in. Because we're going on 5 weeks now, people have been taking our irrigation. We did get a few substantial torrential downpours though. I think that would help. But it just dries up too fast. Tommy's eating plum trees. These are not plum trees. Thank you, Chicken Jim. Sorry, that's between the lines. Grass not even over here. Wow. See, that's not the same. That's a tree. It's a plum tree. They're just popping up all over here. Plum trees. Of course, we move back this way. And you got these trees here. There's another one. Anyway, let's take the streamer link down off the video because nobody has showed up. I've been out here with the goats for, recording for 45 minutes with nobody here. Nobody. That unfortunately is a plum tree I was eating. Plum trees are taking over this whole side of the yard. I don't mind that. The plums are delicious. Well, some of them are so high up that I can't reach them. These over here aren't ripe. These are dying actually. They're getting peeled by the goats. And from the lack of irrigation water, we're not getting irrigation. They keep taking irrigation. What, Your Majesty? So I kind of threw up in my mouth and then had a strawberry. There's a plum here, but it's not quite ripe. Yes, sir. Can you come in? What am I tripping on here? That might be Amanda's trampoline frame. Give me some time, Your Majesty. I'm not to mute again. He's capable of feeding himself. There are bananas in there, there's strawberries, there's bread, peanut butter, there's plenty of peanut butter. I don't know if he knows how to use a can opener, so tuna's probably out. He doesn't like tuna anymore anyway. There's a lot of peanut butter in there. You can find a jar of peanut butter grab a spoon, go nuts. I've done it. I do it a lot. What? Probably eventually. These guys got to eat though. Have some peanut butter. I've eaten whole jars before. I shouldn't, but I've done it. Huh? Bananas are healthier things. Peanut butter is actually good for you. Protein. Well, that's why you have milk with it. For plum, there's a plum way up there. A couple plums up there. I can't reach those though. Except for a pine tree. Done for, it's dead. Yes, Your Majesty. Okay, I got a mute. He's being a jackass again. Don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. There's cottage cheese in there. I got one from the church. Not open. Well, there's more to life than Kroger. I gotta mute then. He's just gonna keep yelling at me, and I just stepped on my shoelace. I'm gonna mute for now. Baby is on the doghouse eating a plum tree. That's where Wizard used to be. Poor guy, I miss him so much. About 2 weeks short of 15, he died out here. I don't want to get into it. It was unpleasant, sad. You see Annie just tried to jump up there and fell off. Surprised no one showed up to watch this. Been out here almost an hour. Nobody in the comments, just me. Tommy seems to be doing a lot better. I'm surprised. He hasn't had any issues with peeing. Hi, baby. Wizard's buried back there. Yeah, duck and chicken buried over there. He died the other day. Got killed by a neighborhood dog. Sophie had a puppy that was born a little deformed, and I buried her out here. That was a long time ago now. Baby, you're adorable. You know that? Just look at her. She's cute. I wish you guys wouldn't eat this plum tree, though. There's a good plum there, but I don't know if it's fully ripe. It's pretty close. It's got green on the bottom. There goes Jack. I think he's going to sneak into the chicken coop again. Domino. Oh, we playing follow the leader? The leader's over here. Great. They're going to go in the chicken coop. Morons. Plenty of thick grass back here for them to eat, but they got to go into the chicken coop and steal the rice. Hey, get out of there. I see you. That's it. Excuse me, sir. Here you go. 13-year-old rooster. And that's an androgynous possible rooster that someone dropped off at the neighbor's house, and they so kindly threw him over the fence after I told them I already have a rooster. Get out. You. No, leave the ducky alone. Come on. The ducky's in there. Out. 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 Thank you. What are you doing, androgynous bird? Get him. Well, don't tell me I've been out here long enough. You're not my dad. Then eat something, man. Eat some more. Have some peanut butter. I'll be in to make it in a little bit. Gotta wash the pan. Hi, baby. Probably shouldn't share this in the Facebook group. People are hearing my son being a complete dick to me. Domino just tried to climb up there and slammed into the swing set post. Kitty. I don't know where our black cat is. I haven't seen her lately. There's our orange one. The black one has two different color eyes. I think she can only see out of one of them. I don't know if anybody's going to choose to watch this later. Probably not. People have short attention spans. You know, everybody's on TikTok now, so they can watch little 14-second videos with the automated computer girl voice. I just pooped my pants today. And then show somebody pooping their pants, and it's over in like 10 seconds. Yikes. The leghorns are freaking out. Except for her. Now she's freaking out. It's a shame I'm not allowed to have free time to myself. You know what I mean? I have my son bossing me around, telling me what to do. Telling me I had to make supper now, instead of an hour from now. These guys don't get a lot of free time. Their hooves need done. They're in the pen too much. She's not looking well these days. I mean, she is 10 years old. They can't have a steady diet of pellets because the dudes will eventually not be good. Tommy almost died from it. You okay, Tommy? Here comes my son again. I'm going to have to mute again. What if anybody from around town sees this? Since they shared it in the farm group, there's like 15 people. If anybody that can help me trim goat hoods, I appreciate sending them my way. What, Your Majesty? Hi, Annie. Look how little she is. She's just little. Well, don't. Use your nuts as a stress ball. So you won't do that. I gotta make this. I'm sorry. He's I haven't been on here 3 or 4 hours. No, I'm not going to. He's on my video. I unmuted just a time. Anyway, I got a notification that our phone needs to be topped up tomorrow. So we won't have this phone. Say AT&T Go phone. I think we'll still have it tomorrow, but the next day we won't have any ability to make or receive calls, and won't have any mobile data. Just Wi-Fi at the house. But my wife has a phone she got from the government. Unfortunately, all the important people that blah 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 only have this phone number and not hers. I don't think any of her doctors have that phone number, so it doesn't really serve much purpose. Anyway, it's nice to be unmuted for a few minutes. More like seconds. He'll probably be out here yelling at me again. I'm sorry my son ruined my video. But it's, you know, the video itself was peaceful and quiet when I had it on mute. Oh, Nikki's here. Nikki's here. There's Tommy. He's doing better. Look at him. He's not in pain. He's been grazing. He's been up and about most of the day. I'm surprised he's doing so well. So I'm not going to give him pellets for a while. Yeah, my son's out here demanding to be fed now. He has hands. He's capable of feeding himself. We have a bushel of bananas just sitting there going bad. He did eat one strawberry, but then he said he got sick. Got a jar of peanut butter. He can open a jar of peanut butter, eat out of that. I'll make spaghetti tonight. Just, excuse me for wanting to let the goats run around, have some freedom. I forgot to bring the clippers out. I was gonna work on Lady's clothes. The way I can do it is when he's distracted by eating grass or something, I'll clip a little bit off. But it's like a 3-person job because she's so big and difficult. So I'm still waiting to hear back from the church people about it. Tommy is doing great. I didn't think that surgery worked. I think he just probably had a few stones left to pass out, and they managed to somehow work their way through. But we're going to avoid the pellets for a while. Thank you. We love you too, Nikki. I hope everything's going well there. Uh-oh. Here comes the boy to yell at me again. What do you say, Your Majesty? I gotta make spaghetti when I get back in the house. Don't have the garlic bread though. Do have some garlic butter in the refrigerator, but I'll be the only one that eats it. What, Your Majesty? Mickey. Robin's friend from the computer. I don't know. But anyway, that's the only reason I love him. She has Crohn's, Harley, and she's always sick. But every time she gets sick, I got it. I'll tell you what, Your Highness. If they all go in there, I will tie the gate shut. They have a right to be out. The only time I can let them out is on my day off. I'm gonna have to mute again since he's being a dick. I'm gonna do that now. Boop. I haven't been really posting my comments up on the video. I just did that one though. I like when the tails go. That's cute. Here, you want a freaking apple? Find like a big apple and eat it. This is a good sized one. I gotta do it again. Well, he chased my viewer away. That's too bad. I already have some things to snap on. Also, good. I already have snacks. Now I want to have snacks. Okay? I want to eat the same thing over and over again. If I do that, I get sick of it. Don't eat it. Yeah, apple tree, Domino. Come on, don't eat the apple. Don't eat the apple. Dom. Come on, man. Stop it. Ah, he got an apple. Get out of the apple tree. Putz. Well, somebody has to eat the apples. They're just sitting here going bad. The bugs are getting them, and some of them are just starting to rot. I didn't think they were ripe enough, but once they start getting spotty, I think that means they are. Because like next month, they'll be turning yellow. So if you see anything that looks good, you want to eat it, go for it. Usually you gotta wait till they're like the size of a golf ball, but some of them are rather small. Well, I'm getting irrigation. They've been taking irrigation the last 4 weeks, but we had some substantial rainstorms. Get down. Like torrential downpours and stuff. This apple looks pretty bad. This one looks semi-edible here. Probably now's the time to start eating them. I was hoping some of them would get a little bit bigger. There's only a few halfway decent sized ones on the tree. I did find a baseball sized one a few years ago. That was rare. What? The apples on that end over by him look pretty good. Yeah, we'll go back in. Or put some long sleeves on. We got someone here again. And crab apples, there's a lot more than there are regular apples behind me. Where's Tommy? Tommy and baby, where they at? Okay, there's Tommy. He's the one that had the surgery. Not sure where baby is. Oh, there she is. Okay. A little black one there. Tommy doing a lot better. He must be able to pee. He's probably not in pain because he hasn't been very vocal today. He's been out and about eating grass on his own. So I let everybody else out here about an hour ago, and my son's been complaining ever since. You think it's gonna rain? I don't think it's gonna rain. There's a lot of blue here. What? Yeah, I'll put them back in a bit. They gotta at least fill their bellies. I'll be in a little bit, Your Majesty. My son. I am his butler. And his maid. Which is probably one and the same. Go step on. Oh, look, a Coors Light can. Rednecks throwing stuff in our yard. Of course, that's probably been here a few years. I don't have a working lawn, so I have these guys. And we just basically pretty much just let the yard go. I did fire up an old weed eater here a couple years ago, and it worked. And the next day it didn't. That's the first that had been running about 8 years. I bought an electric one from Wally World last year. It worked for just under 10 minutes, and then it came apart. So I returned that. All right, well, I'm gonna keep recording here, but I'm probably gonna have to mute for a second. Oh, Yeah, they probably gotta do something after. I had that to keep her from sagging in.
I did kind of have my hands on it. I kind of bent it a little bit.
Oh, see, it would help if I had those posts in the ground there. Oh, there goes the viewer.
It's bugged on my arm or something.
Anyway,
There's fucking bugs at my damn arm.
I'm not scared of it.
That bug to do this now.
No, dude. Oh yeah, another reason that really, if we don't have anybody here from YouTube, is Siren's karaoke is tonight. Probably happening right now. We usually go over there. It happens in the live a little bit ago. I don't know if it's still going, but a lot of, so a few loyal ones. And their own thing. Come on, don't go over the fence. I had a post that got knocked down through your back. I had it. Something, blah, blah, blah. I had like a bungee tied to something to hold it up. I think a dry rod broke. If I did it then. Come on, Domino. What's so great about those weeds over there? I think we have those in the yard, sir. My son bailed and went back in again. This was an old dog pen. It was also an old goat pen. You have to go to the bottom there. Top is over there. I had one in there and one out in the yard because the little girl goats escaped last summer. But then they got too fat to, not escape. So something like that. I, knock that down. They got too fat to escape. Yeah. They got trapped in the pen. Then they put a pallet behind where they were getting out, so they couldn't do it anymore. And we got it there. All right, what are you doing? Hmm? Come on. Anyway, they can't get out. Anyway, that's why the one ago was there. The other one I had in the pen. And just recently, these goats were using it to hop over the gate. There's an area next to the gate where I don't have a railing. So I took the igloo out of there. So here it is, 7:40 p.m. Mountain Time, just about. Hopefully, I got these guys all situated and put back in by 8. They just gotta have enough to fill their bellies. I could stand out here pulling grass for a while, but why not let them roam? They have their hooves worked on. And maybe build them like a little rocky way in there or something. But you see how the plum trees, how the leaves are turning yellow? It's not from fall. The things are dying. Sometimes yellowing is a sign of overwatering. Plants could be getting root rot. But on our plum trees, some of them, they don't get enough water and this happens. And we did have a tree, one plum tree out front. Last year, it matured faster than the others, had big, big plums. But unfortunately, I don't think they got ripe enough in time. And the leaves start turning yellow before the other plum tree leaves did. And this is a common thing when we got yellow ones there. But look, you notice the apple trees? They're fine. I don't think they put enough water. Our irrigation has been taken for almost 5 weeks now. We'll see what happens. I'm getting notifications when I try them in the chat. That's probably why some of them aren't here. Also, I didn't schedule this in advance. I just did it. But Nikki showed up for a little bit. That's good. I posted this on my local farm group that I created. I think I might put it on my regular Facebook also. Oh, okay. Scarlett has to get up early, so she's going to bed. Understandable. Relatable. Here we go to Friday. I have to get up early. In the church food bank. Wow, that guy's fast. He went around the. I swear he went that way. I didn't see him go up that way. I just saw him walking that way. There's no way he went all the way around that block there. He must have turned here, I guess. Anyway. Anybody pops in here later, I put a cash app on my videos. I don't know, maybe 2 weeks back, I'm not sure. I don't remember when I created the cash app, but I have since had to remove my debit card from it. I got hacked. I discovered probably more than a week after the fact, maybe 2 weeks after the fact. I don't know. One at least. And I don't know it was because of that. It could have been from using it around town. It could have been the gas pump. You hand it to somebody in a fast food window, they copy it. You don't know. I no longer have a debit card. It was canceled. I'm waiting a new one. It's been a week. Nothing. Got paid Wednesday night. I don't have access to my paycheck. I have a cancellation notice, probably for my car insurance. I got mail. I haven't opened yet. It was due several days ago. I have a shut off notice for the water. I have a shut off notice for the gas. We don't use the gas for the water heater at this point because our furnace, poof, it's no good. Yeah, see, and the cotton ones are also shedding too because there's an irrigation ditch that goes through there, and our pine trees on the other side of it, and we have not been getting the water. Someone's been taking also the ditch at the end of the driveway was blocked up. The pipe that goes to that was blocked up. I unblocked it once, not long after I discovered it being blocked, and unfortunately it might be blocked again. There's a big dead branch there in the back of that cottonwood. You can see. Luckily, it'll fall back here. If it does, it might crush the back corner of that doghouse, but Wizard won't mind. He's in the ground. He's in doggy heaven. I miss that guy. He was such a dog. He died so horribly. I don't want to get into it. It's a shame because given his advanced age, it should have been natural causes, but it wasn't. It was an accident. So we've been going for almost an hour and a half. had some peace here finally for a little bit because my son went in the house to probably drive his mom insane. He wants me to cook spaghetti. I asked him to wash the pan for me. He can't do that. Look how adorable Annie is. Just look at her. She's little. She's little. It's nice to see Tommy doing so well. I was worried about him there for a while. I thought he wasn't going to make it. Oh, there you go. Now, I don't know how the connection is. Sometimes it looks good here. When we play it back and watch it, it's choppy. It could be like, like really, really bad stop motion or a slideshow. That's the situation I'm having with this thing. I did a chicken video the one day, and it was just really, really choppy. I noticed it started to do that when I was back there a bit ago, but it hasn't since. I don't know. I think I might try to make some potato salad. I keep getting bags of potatoes from the church and I keep wasting them. I got a bag. I'm going to use this one. I got two old ones I got to dump out here. I used to have a compost area back here where I just dumped like old produce. It's been a few years now. I used to kind of throw them over in here just before that maple tree. I don't want to toss the potatoes there. I mean, I have been throwing them in the trash. I keep wasting stuff. Now, when the bananas go bad, I just give them to the goats and the potbelly pig. Tomatoes, I give them to the chickens or the goats or the pig. Apples, same thing. I gave a whole bag of apples to these guys because we let it sit in the refrigerator. We just wasted it. We just don't eat fruits and vegetables like we should. I've been putting tomatoes and onions on my sandwiches lately. My tomatoes have seen better days, though. I got them from the church food bank last time. Coming up on 4 weeks ago now, I think. 3 weeks ago. I bought the onion at Walmart. Just one onion this time. I had bag onions. I had bag onions before, too. I buried them in a basket somewhere. And some bad, some of them. But, it's nice to have the torrential downpours here and there. We need them. Our trees need them. There's some dead on the apple and crab apple trees. And plum trees, goats peel them, dry out, and have to cut them down. Pine trees are finally dead. All winter, the goats were getting out. The two little baby ones were out for a long time, and they were peeling that, and a deer got it, and that was it. I had that pine tree for 3 years. It's the longest any pine tree I've planted has lasted, and it died from the animals. Usually, they die from me planting or caring for them. Well, that thing was thriving until they got it in winter. And just like a month ago here, it had like a tuft of needles at the top. It was still alive. No, it's not. It's done. I don't know if I tear down the stump, if it'll come back. I don't know. Well, hour and a half in. Goat's having their little buffet here. Tommy's doing great. He had his surgery and rough shape there for a while. He seems to be doing great. Here's our old burn pit. I haven't eaten it in a while. Maybe in the winter I'll come out here and barbecue on it. I mean, the grill doesn't have any propane right now. And I have a little grill, little propane grill I got. Small one. Bought it at King's some years back. We apparently, I couldn't find it. We had it in our storage unit. And then we lost the unit here going on 3 years ago. Now it's sitting in the front room a heap, and it's probably collected dust and cat hair. I think I have a little tank. That's a shame. It just went to crap like that. Because my sister-in-law had it in the garage, and I got knocked over. Everything there got wrecked. Cats, raccoons, my son started ransacking it. But my grill was in good shape. I wanted to use it now. I'm probably just throwing it out. Because the big one doesn't have any propane right now. Been a couple years. I used to grill stuff on that during the pandemic and watch soap operas. Even before that and after that, I used to stuff we got from the food bank. Cooked some ribs on there one time. Hot dog, burgers, chicken, pork chops, all kinds of stuff. I'm hungry. There's a crow. There's one over there somewhere too. Well, hour and a half and counting. Up to an hour and almost 33 minutes. There's a Ford Escort there. Hey, that probably came out of a burn pit. That's older than dirt. I want to get an apple off this tree, but I don't know how to rinse it off out here. The lady over there chowing down. Big girl. I go in the house and hang some laundry. We don't have a working dryer. Don't have a working dryer. It's another reason why this cash app would help me if people donated to it. But only one person donated last week, $20, and he rescinded it. He took it back. I didn't even know about it. That morning I noticed, boop, boop, and that notification was taken back. I didn't even know he donated in the first place. I think he saw my title of a Timu video and said, "Oh, we're just going to use it to buy stuff at the internet." No, I'm not. Most of the stuff I got on Timu were not free. The rest of it was very low cost. And I don't currently buy anything on there anymore. Okay? I'm going to do a thing on my Criminy with stuff I got recently, which wasn't that recently now. It's going on 2 weeks ago. It's just a few things, a few stupid little trinkets. A little free. Got this stupid pair of like Minecraft sunglasses that are like, I don't know, very, very cheap. Sounds are free or something. So I already did that video on here. I'm still gonna do it on there tomorrow. I'm thinking about showing some of my old stuff. I lost my little tutor to my little fart thing you squeeze. I was playing with that one day and I set it somewhere. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put it here because I'm going to bed. Where do I know where it is? Poof, I forgot where I put it. One day I probably won't remember anything. I've been having memory problems over the last several years now. Actually, I can probably go all the way back to when I was in my 20s. But I got into my late 30s here. I'm well into my 40s now. I'm coming up on my late 40s. I forget a lot of stuff now. A lot. I don't remember names of people I worked with. I don't remember people I currently work with. Well, I forgot the name of one of my assistant managers at the store I was working at. At the time, I worked for 3 years. I forgot her name all day long. Couldn't remember it. It really bugged me. She don't work there anymore. She transferred to another store. Sometimes I forget some of the animals' names and I get them confused with each other. But yeah, one day I'll probably be completely out of my gourd, wandering in traffic in my underwear, looking for my cat that got run over when I was like 7. I know I'll be in trouble when I take a walk around the block and get lost. When that happens, I'm not looking forward to that. But it runs on both sides of my family. My mom has almost no short-term memory right now. My uncle on my dad's side, he ended up early onset Alzheimer's at 60. Thought raccoons are coming by the heat vent to get him. You know, it has other Alzheimer's and dementia. Seem all the same to me and most people. There are some differences. They get like delusions with Alzheimer's. Uh, Going to his neighbor's house 3 o'clock in the morning, make himself a sandwich, sit down and watch TV. Oh, they said I could. Kind of medication kind of brought him out of it for a little while there, but then he got bad, and then he went in a care facility, and eventually lost his ability to walk and go to the bathroom, stuff like that. It's horrible. You don't want this stuff to happen to you. He's gone now. He only made it to 68. Look at Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett. He got it later, really late in life. He's gone. He died just before his 97th birthday. But he went out pretty much on top. He was still able to play piano and sing. Just, he has memory issues. He had to retire from performances when he was like 95-ish. Well, that didn't, you know, completely wipe out his abilities. If that happened to me, I would want to go while I was still somewhat, you know, coherent like that. Because he was still using his Facebook page too. He's posting memories and stuff, playing the piano and singing the night before he died. I mean, to live in your late 90s like that, um, it's pretty much a gift from God, because we're only supposed to make it to 75 or so, and some people make it well beyond that. But it's a shame when you start to lose your, you know, mind and such. I have a friend who's 89 years old, and his wife, who's a little younger than him, bought a car from him about 9 years ago. I, would, I go to church with them sometimes. You know, the pandemic happened, and some people stopped going, and stopped going. And I went there recently, and the wife showed up. I don't think she recognized me, because she also has a little bit of dementia. From what I heard from one of the older guys there, told me that they both have dementia, and he's embarrassed by it, so he doesn't come. I don't know how bad his wife's condition is, but she didn't even recognize me, didn't acknowledge me, stopped talking to me. So, oh, so my memory, their memory of me must be wiped out. I don't know. I ran into him at Walmart last year sometime. When you get older and you're not as active, what could happen to you? Say some people do crossword puzzles all the time if they can't exercise. Because exercising your body and your mind is a way to stave off the Alzheimer's and dementia, stuff like that. But even sometimes, even when people do, it still happens to them. Tony Bennett, singing and playing the piano, you know, playing the piano is not an easy thing to do. And he still ended up with Alzheimer's, but you know, he was still with it when he died. Sun's gone down. I'm going to wrap this up and put these guys back. It's coming up on 8 o'clock Mountain Time here. I gotta go and cook spaghetti. Come on, Domino, don't touch the apples. Well, somebody has to eat them, right? I mean, the deer are gonna come out here and do it too. So my Cash App has been rolling on the ticker there. Feel free to donate if you want to help. Get some hay for the goats so they don't have to eat from the yard. I mean, they're not gonna be able to eat from the yard in the winter. This won't be here. These will be gone. So help me, want to help me for the winter, or help pay for veterinary care. Like I said, Tommy had surgery. It cost me $275. And they need their hooves done, and if I can't get a volunteer to come help, I'll have to probably pay a professional. So if you want to help pay for the goat's hoof trimmings, feel free to drop a few bucks. And if you don't worry about it. I'm gonna keep working my menial job. I don't want to. I'd like to work somewhere else or somehow make money off the internet, but I can't. But I'm gonna keep working there. Of course, the insurance is gonna be taking money out of my check, so it's substantially smaller than usual. So if I can access to my pay again, I currently don't have access to it. It's been a week. I have about $11 or $12 in my pocket. Not currently. The wallet's in the house. I have a pocket knife in one pocket and a phone in the other. I'm wearing sweatpants. Connections are getting choppy. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Call it a night, everybody. Thank you to Nikki for stopping by and the one other random person who was here very briefly. And anyone else who checks us out later. We got about 2 hours of nothing to do. Can enjoy my son yelling at me and the moments of silence when I muted the microphone, or me just talking about the goats and various other things. There's little Annie. She's just widow. Annie's me with the baby. Annie. And we have Domino here. Of course, I am Domino's favorite goat. I think Jack likes me too because he ate a piece of my beard when I was unlocking the gate. There's one of the people from church now. He hasn't talked to me much anymore. And then he's walking the dog. He said hi to me when I was there today, but just now. Probably thinks I didn't see him or he didn't see me. I don't know. Sometimes that's what it is. If you don't go, they don't talk to you, and if you magically suddenly show up, they think you. Some of them might think you're just there to leech off of them. I don't know because every time I'm there, sometimes I ask for help with stuff. We do need a lot of help. We do. We have a broken window over there. My car is in rough shape. The yard needs cleaned up. Blah blah blah. Anyway, that guy is pretty good though. He helped us get some furniture from an apartment once. And before that, he fixed our lawnmower. It had run. It had been next door for a while, and then it was over here, and it hadn't run in several years. And he fixed it. Of course, I didn't use it because I'm a moron. 2 years later, I tried to fire it up, and it didn't work. So, yeah. There's baby on the log pile. Getting no weeds. Careful, honey. Hey, Domino. That was you. I'm just kidding. That was me. 8 o'clock. Almost 5 after. I really want to eat one of them apples. Me and the son have spaghetti. I don't know what the wife's going to have. I doubt she'll have any of it. And I don't think there's any hard. Oh, he had both of the bagels that were remaining. There's like a half a bagel in there. I don't know if there's any pizza cheese. I don't want to make her. I tried to make her a cheese sandwich this morning because she asked me to and she didn't like it and didn't want it, so I threw it out here to that androgynous chicken who promptly ran right past it. It was resting in the chicken pen, and got up and zoom, ran right past the sandwich. I think it eventually ate it later on. Oh, look, someone's here. How you doing? Tommy right there recently had surgery because he couldn't pee. He's doing much better today. Doing a lot better. Even after he had his work done, he was still, oh, okay, I'm boring you. See ya. They left. Maybe the cash app scared them off. I'm not here to leech off anybody. I just need help. Okay? Don't believe what the politicians and the talking heads say to you about poor people. We work hard. We work hard. Some of us work 40 hours a week and can't make ends meet. Hi, Tommy. Stop it. Don't eat my shirt. Yeah, yeah, sometimes people are getting chased away by this cash app on the bottom. You're not obliged to donate me anything. I appreciate it though. You don't have to. Could use the help, but again, you don't have to. Just because some politician or some other talking head tells you that poor people are leeching off society, doesn't mean that it's true. Okay? I work 40 hours a week at a menial job and I can't pay my bills. The cost of living is high in this state. Wages were low until recently, until this inflation thing happened, but again, wages go up, prices go up. If you're alone working in your family, trying to support them and your pets and or farm animals, then you're gonna need some help. Right now, I don't have access to my paycheck because my debit card got hacked and we had it canceled, and the new one has not arrived. It's been a week. I have about $11, $11 or $12 to my name in cash. I have $2 on my Cash App that I put there a while ago. Can't do anything with that. I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta go make supper. Okay? Now you guys all go in there and have a drink of water. Where's Tommy? Tom, where you at, bud? He missed being in here because he went in to visit the shack. He is in there. He went in to visit the shack, and then he had his familiar little poster here that he plays on. Oh, man, I just hope they don't pull this down and get out. I had a double high railing here because they screwed it up. Hey, got an apple tree, Domino. Dom, stop it. Come on, man. Well, here, who wants this? You want it? Somebody might as well eat the apples. Hmm. It's actually probably super choppy. That could be another reason why that viewer left. My son logged into YouTube on the phone. He's got a notification on there. misspelled misspelled word. I know I'm talking about zero power actually. Oh, let's see. I should watch her live on TikTok. That girl's fun. So people will pick on her. she pretends to be a vegan, but she's not because they forced her to show her the refrigerator, and it had like pickled sausages in it and yogurt and all kinds of other stuff. But you say stuff like, "Oh, hamburger," in the chat, flipped out. Here, Jack. Dang, I was gonna save that apple, but someone's been nibbling on it. You'll just stay out of the apple tree, okay? They actually somebody pinned a few of my comments on her thing one day. I'm like, I just had some chicken McNuggets, and then I'd say something, and they'd pin something that I said, and then I post like, "Uh-oh," and then they'd pin that. I think she's portraying the character on there, and some people don't realize it. Hamburger. Anyway, coming up on a 2-hour stream here. And I don't know what happens if Streamer goes out of business if all these videos automatically deleted or what. I don't know. Except for the ones that you recorded there and already uploaded on here. But all the lives, I don't know what happens to them. I don't know if they get deleted or what. So this could all be for nothing. Something happens to my StreamYard page or the website goes poof. I guess these videos don't exist anymore. But if I do it live on YouTube without using StreamYard, and then I try to post it, and I'm on here for like 2 hours, it'll take probably 6 days to upload. Because I do videos a few seconds long sometimes, and it'll take an hour, 2 hours. All right, guys, we gotta wrap it up and put you back for tonight. I gotta go make some food. Cousin-in-law's wife out here calling the dog. Here's a kid on a dirt bike. Oh, it's a gas-powered one this time. There's this one kid that rides around on an electric one, full-size electric. I seen a guy doing that one time on an electric road bike or whatever. He just coasted in behind me and was pushing cart to Walmart or something. I didn't hear him first. I like to have a little dirt bike, a tote goat or a full-size dirt bike, but I don't have money for that. I had a go-kart when I was in junior high school. My dad got it for me when I was like 12, 14 or something. We were the second owner. He paid $220 for it. My cousin and our one friend some Kool-Aid and sugar for the gas tank for no reason. No reason. Ruined it. And my friend and I took it from my uncle's house, wheeled it to the trailer park. I think it got left there when we moved. I wish it was still in my uncle's garage. It's probably gone. My uncle recently died in a fire. Well, from injuries sustained in a fire, working on his vehicle last December. I kept him alive for a little while. They were working on him. They gave him some skin grafts, blah, blah, blah. And, the antibiotics were killing his kidneys. So they took him off, and then they took him out of life support, and he died. Meanwhile, his property, all 20 acres, I don't know what's going to happen to it. One of my step cousins is going to get it, or it's going to be sold and divided up. Probably housing development up there. It sucks because there's a pond, There's a little area we had a potato field, just have a garden. There's a chicken coop that's been rotting away in the woods for decades, probably close to half a century now. Uh, there's a rock quarry. Got his own personal junkyard of old vehicles and my grandpa's tractors. And there's like a blueberry patch there. We used to pick berries, and I got bit up by deer flies once when I was little. Hunting grounds and all kinds of stuff. But somebody already popped a house. There's one area where we used some old foundations, and some Karen type lady moved next to the rock quarry, and we were arguing with him when he was burning stuff. He's like, I have 20 acres here. My family has lived there for 70 years. You moved next to me, blah, blah, blah. Of course, now he's gone. So who knows what's going to happen with the land. I think my dad really owns part of it. We got some inheritance when my grandma died. I don't know what can happen to the rest of it. Of course, I haven't been in Pennsylvania in 20 years. So I miss the whole place. Had some good times there before step cousins showed up. Even when they were there sometimes, but before then, it was great. Especially when my grandma was there. I used to live in a trailer up on the property when I was a toddler. Some good times. We had some dogs we ended up giving away when we moved. Very, very sad time. Bothered me for decades. Little tiny little toddler. I used to help my parents carry wood. Dad would cut wood. I'd help carry it on the porch. We had a little wood stove. I miss that place. That trailer got torn down when we left, I think. And a horrible trailer park for 13 years. We moved there. The time we left there, the trailer was falling apart. And we went to the house in the Poconos. I was there for 10 years. My dad was there for 20 some. About 27. I had some good times there too. Good and bad times everywhere. I've been out here for 20 years now. Hard to believe. Well, I gotta put these goats away for the night. Cousin those kids playing. Domino. Well, I've been at this for coming up on 2 hours now. I think it's time to wrap it up. Time to wrap it up until you get back for the night. I gotta go make supper. Yeah, Domino. I gotta go in and cook spaghetti. Gotta go in and cook some spaghetti. I gotta wrap it up, guys, okay? Happened in this tree. That branch is dead.
Hi.
Oops, I just hit the end button. I think I did. It's frozen. Video froze for a second. I accidentally shrunk the window and almost hit the end button on here. Tell me. I gotta put you guys back for tonight, okay? It's getting late. It's getting late. I'll go make supper for Robin and Harley. He looks a lot like his dad. Their kids are getting so big now. That time goes by quick. Goes by real fast. Must be about 9 or 10 now. Doesn't seem like it, but damn, those kids. I mean, he's probably big for his age. His dad is like, I don't know, at least 6'2", at least. At least he seemed a little taller than that when I first met him. Up close and helped me get off the roof. He looked like he was about 6'4", but I don't think he's quite that tall. His brother's pretty tall though. I don't know, he's little. His dad's a lot taller than he looks. He's about 6'4". And his dad's brother, Steve, he was about 6'6". He's dead now, unfortunately. He was a good dude. He used to work at the grocery store up there. Alright, let's wrap it up. I'm going to stop the video here and try to wrangle these guys because nobody's watching. I haven't had anybody in here in a while besides me, so I'm just going to wrap this up and put my goats back for tonight. I don't know how my son hasn't come out to yell at me again. Surprised my son hasn't come out to yell at me. He's been on here a few times arguing with me, and I had to mute the video. Alright, time to go. Alright, guys. I think it's time to put you back. So, and it's getting. Oh, look at that! I got cloudy. Them clouds rolled in fast. I think we're gonna get some rain. Look at all the blue sky down. It's all gray. The mountains over there. We're gonna probably get some rain. So I'm gonna call this off. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up and put the goats back. If anybody watches this later and blah blah blah. Have a nice day. Yakety schmackety whatever. Okay. Anyway. Little Annie there, you can hardly see her on the camera now. You got Lady and Baby and Domino and Jack and Tommy. And Tommy is doing remarkably well, considering looked like he was going to die the other day. Alright, I'm going to stop the video and put these guys back for the night because nobody's watching it. Okay? I'm going to go set this down. I'm going to go set this down.